The practice of Nehmensheim, in French nommer et tenir, consists of naming a company in order to publicly denounce its bad practices. It involves exposing to public disapproval the perpetrator of behavior considered reprehensible. This practice comes from the Anglo-Saxon world, where it is rooted in a culture of virtuous denunciation. It also recalls the punishments of the pillory or the stocks that existed under the Ancien Régime. The purpose remains the same: to cast shame, to condemn in the media. The practice of Nehmensheim covers a wide range of situations and raises many questions. The first question, who is authorized to name a company in order to brand it with infamy? The answer varies greatly. It may be a court, the publicity of a judicial decision, or a public authority. The Sapin II law in 2016, followed by the Pact law in 2019, established the possibility for administrations to make public the sanctions they impose. This is the case, for example, with the DGCCRF, the Competition Authority, or the Financial Markets Authority. But most often, name and shame is carried out by private actors, whistleblowers, associations, or NGOs. The Me Too movement, for example, follows this logic. Second question, what kinds of behaviors are being denounced? Again, the answer varies. These may involve behaviors that are against the law, but also behaviors that go against non-binding soft law recommendations or a system of ethical values. For example, since 2012, the Financial Markets Authority has publicly denounced companies that do not comply with these recommendations or the AFEP-MEDEF code. Is this method effective? That depends a lot on the behavior being called out and the way in which it is denounced. Damage to reputation is a key concern for a company, but it fades quickly, especially if the crisis management is effective. Ultimately, the main question is that of the legitimacy of the method. There is nothing to object to when it comes to disclosing a sanction imposed by a competent authority in accordance with the law for proven misconduct. It is much less legitimate, however, when the denunciation concerns a behavior, especially if it does not violate any law. Simply revealing this behavior amounts to a public condemnation without regard for the rules of evidence, of the presumption of innocence, the right to a defense, and the proportionality of the sanction. Instead of encouraging name and shame, public authorities should promote caution, as the media tribunal offers none of the safeguards of real justice.